Welcome back to World Up, where we uncover the stories that shape the world. Today, we're diving into the peace plans crafted by Donald Trump's closest advisors. These aren't just plans. They're calculated moves in a game of power and influence. But who really benefits? What's being hidden beneath the surface? And how will this reshape global politics? Let's break it down and reveal the truth together. Be part of something amazing from the very beginning. Become one of the first 1,000 subscribers and help us reach this incredible milestone. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. It's quick, easy, and your subscription makes all the difference. At World Up, you'll find strategic insights and exclusive content, all here every week. And if you have a brand, this is your chance to reach a highly engaged global audience. Join our family. Don't wait. Click the subscribe button now. A conflict that has raged for over 1,000 days. What began with Russia's invasion in 2014 escalated into a full-scale war in 2022, leaving devastating consequences in its wake. Over 1 million people have been killed or injured. Millions more have been forced to abandon their homes, their lives forever changed. The situation on the ground looks dire for Ukraine. Since the war began, Russia has tightened its grip on Crimea, secured 80% of Donetsk and Luhansk, and taken control of large parts of Zaporizhzhia and Kherson. These territorial gains have given Russia critical land corridors and strategic access to the Black Sea, further isolating Kyiv. But Ukraine is fighting more than just a military battle. The prolonged conflict is draining the country's finances, resources, and morale. Losses on the battlefield are mounting. Troops are exhausted. And Ukraine's reliance on Western support is becoming a fragile lifeline, especially as some European and American allies show signs of fatigue. President Volodymyr Zelensky is under immense pressure. While he remains committed to Ukraine's sovereignty and NATO membership, he's signaling a willingness to consider diplomacy. His proposal? A two-step plan. An immediate ceasefire, followed by negotiations to reclaim occupied territories. But will it work? And more importantly, can Ukraine afford the cost of compromise? On the other side, Russia seems to be playing the long game. Despite heavy losses, Vladimir Putin appears confident, betting on Western exhaustion and Ukraine's collapse. His strategy is clear. Hold on to territorial gains, wait for Kyiv to break, or for shifts in Western politics to favor his position. Enter Donald Trump. The former president, who has vowed to end the war in 24 hours, is already shaking up the global political landscape. His bold claims are sparking debate. Optimistic for some, unrealistic for others. But Trump's potential return to the White House raises major questions for Ukraine. During his first term, Trump was skeptical of NATO and took a pragmatic, often conciliatory approach to Russia. Now, his latest stance suggests he's prioritizing U.S. interests, even if that means concessions to Moscow. For Ukraine, this could be a game changer, and not in a good way. Trump's advisors have already outlined 3 potential plans to end the war. The Kellogg Plan: freeze current battle lines and offer Ukraine security guarantees in exchange for abandoning its NATO ambitions. The Vance Plan: establish a heavily fortified, demilitarized zone along the front lines, essentially locking in Russian territorial gains. The Grinnell Plan: create free zones in eastern Ukraine, granting Russia indirect control over disputed areas while excluding Ukraine from NATO entirely. Do you notice the pattern? All these plans prioritize a quick resolution with minimal cost to the U.S., but they come at a heavy price for Ukraine: territorial concessions, NATO exclusion, and a weakened position against future Russian aggression. For Kyiv, these proposals are more than unacceptable. They're dangerous. Zelensky insists that any peace deal must include the full recovery of occupied territories and NATO membership. Without these guarantees, Ukraine risks not only its sovereignty, but its survival. And let's not forget the bigger picture. Accepting territorial losses sets a dangerous precedent. If military aggression is rewarded, what stops other nations from following Russia's playbook? This isn't just about Ukraine. It's about the rules of global order. So who benefits from Trump's proposals? The answer is clear: Russia. These plans solidify its territorial gains, undermine Ukraine, and send a troubling message to the world. That aggression pays off. For Ukraine, the stakes couldn't be higher. Zelensky himself has warned, if the war is frozen and Ukraine is left out of NATO, Putin will return with even greater force in just 4 to 5 years. This is more than just a conflict. It's a test of global resolve. Can Ukraine hold the line? Can the West stay united? And what role will the U.S. play in shaping the outcome? If you're as invested in these critical questions as we are, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.